Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. This is Johnny playing Glave. Jorus Glave, sorry.
New character, you're still getting used to it.
My name is Jeremy. I'm playing Grayson Digby.
I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Demetrius Norden, the only one that didn't mess up his name so far. Just saying.
He gets a character. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, I'm Mike. I'm playing the character of Valentine, or sometimes also Valentine. Say either way, don't matter.
Depends on who's saying it.
Exactly.
Just like Han or Hand.
Yes. As long as he shot first.
That's right.
My name is Aaron, and I am playing Brother Benedict.
And I'm Jordan, and I am the GM. So as we previously left off, Demetrius and Grayson were infiltrating a Dincham warehouse, and Valentine and Brother Benedict were talking with Jorus, and Valentine's authority was being usurped.
Pretty severely, too.
Yeah. There's a put down happening right here.
Grayson was nearby. He would do the air quotes on authority.
I think air quotes are going to be a new thing for Grayson. All right. So where do we want to start off? Let's go ahead and start off at the warehouse.
All right. So Grayson was skirting around the outskirts trying to figure out the guard situation.
Yes.
Did Demetrius just follow along, or what are you doing, Demetrius?
I think he would sit back and just be sort of lookout.
So that means when Grayson is out of line of sight, he's trying to go invisible again.
Of course. Because that's how Grayson do.
Yep. And this is a little bit more important, so let's have a good roll. Not bad.
Oh, I see 15 right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25. I need 27, so I'm going to go ahead and spend
Okay.
a hero point.
You disappear.
Okay. Yes, Grayson is now invisible. Are there any locks on that door for that closed off?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He's going to go over there and try and pick it.
Okay. There's actually, it looks like there's like a heavy padlock. Like a padlock at the top and a padlock underneath the knob.
It's 2 locks. All right.
2 locks.
So before he does that, he's going to listen. Does he hear anything behind the door? No. Okay. So he's going to try and pick the lock. He does not pick the lock with a 6, I'm assuming.
Well, you're in luck because the guard who's walking away from you does not notice the clunking noise.
Okay.
Do you want to try again?
I would.
Okay.
I mean, as long as there's nothing else going on.
Yeah, no. The guard didn't notice, so.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try again. It's a better roll, but not that great with a 10.
We'll go ahead and say the first lock, you're able to open that one, but that's the lower lock, so it's easier to get to.
Okay.
How high up is the second lock?
Yeah.
The second lock, how tall are you?
5'9".
5'9". Okay, that's not bad. We'll say that it's about 6 inches above your head.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
Not bad.
I'm not thinking that this is a terribly tall door or
No.
anything like that.
It shouldn't be.
I peek around. Guards. What are the guards doing?
It sounds like the two that were walking together towards the end of the hallway are coming back down towards your way, but they're on the very far opposite side of the wall from where you came in. So you're clear at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as I'm clear, I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Oh! Rat.
Oh, no.
I got a 3.
I got an 8. Do you hear that? I think it's one of the rats in the chains again. Ooh, we better check it out, don't you think? Nah, not right now. Just follow the path. If it's something, then we'll see it when they come through.
Is there anything loose around me?
Go ahead and roll to search.
There is one thing loose.
With the other lock, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I want to do that though.
He wants something
Oh.
small.
18, 19.
What do you find?
I find a link of old chain,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna pick that up and hold on to that for future use.
Okay. Do you want to try the lock again, or
Yes, as long as
they seem to be going at
nothing
their
else
own
is
pace.
going on. Okay.
One seems more tense than the other.
13.
We'll say that's good enough.
All right.
So you're able to get the locks off. Do you want to call your companion? Do you want to?
Nope.
Do you want to go right through the door?
Yes, slowly.
Roll to quietly open the door.
Stealth roll.
Plus
Okay.
5D.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
4 6s, 5 6s, 31, 33.
Okay. So when you start pulling on the gate on the door, you can feel some tension in the hinges, but you know that if you move it slowly enough, then you'll be all right. And you only need what, a good 18 inches to be able to slip in?
Well, I'm not gonna fully slip in. I want to look in
Okay.
first before I.
So 6 inches.
Okay. It looks like a meeting room. It seems to be dark. You don't hear anybody in there.
Like there's so there's no torches or candles or lanterns lit, and
No.
there's just the light from the outside of
Yeah.
the warehouse spilling into.
Yeah, and you can see you can see like a slice of a table. You can see like some candles sitting on the table, but they're not lit up or anything like that.
Okay. I want to go over to the candles.
Okay.
And what's the temperature of the wax?
A bit warm. You can feel it's concealing at the top, but
Okay.
like if you put your finger on it, it would be like tacky.
Okay. I just want to do a general search if there's anything else in that
Go ahead.
in that room. 8.
The floor sounds hollow.
Okay. Do I see where there might be a door?
It's dark in the room, so you would have to like light a candle or bring in another light source.
Are there any windows to the outside?
No, this is completely sealed out.
Completely sealed out. Okay. Is there any way to light the candles in the room? Because I do not have anything on me that will light candles.
Go ahead and roll search to feel around the table.
The things we forget to put into our character when we're not used to this era.
10.
You find a flint.
I'll light one of the candles.
Okay. All right. So you are in a room with a circular table. It's a rather large table. There are 7 chairs around the table. Carved into the table in Riemann is "Et revetur ad nos regule."
Which means absolutely nothing to me. And I don't know enough about language to even remember to tell anybody else.
And the people who know the languages are not even with you at all.
But I lit the candle to find
Yes.
if there's a trapdoor in the floor somewhere.
Go ahead and roll search.
5.
You notice the table.
There's etching on the table.
Nice.
It seems that the floor is kind of, you step on it and there's a bit of a boom to it. It sounds like there's definitely something there, but you're going to have to spend a little bit more time looking around, or you might need another set of eyes.
Spend some more time looking around.
Okay.
You're invisible right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to be scanning and trying to see if there's like crates that say fragile or something.
Okay. Go ahead and roll search.
Oh, really? I got a 7.
The room that you had noticed when you first came in with Grayson, you noticed that the door is slightly ajar at this point.
I'm going to assume that Grayson went in there
Okay.
because he does that kind of thing.
Room with door closed? Yeah, it sounds like Grayson.
So you're going to sneak across to...
Honestly, I don't know if he would. I think he would just making sure that he's not getting caught, obviously.
Okay.
But maybe work his way over that way, but not to the room itself, just because that's at the opposite end from where
Okay.
I was. So see more if you go across the room.
Okay.
Reroll my sneak.
Yes. Because making Jeffrey roll is a lot of fun.
13,
That's good enough.
and I will reroll my search.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You found all the things.
Double exploding wall die.
Let's see.
So that's 24 right off the bat.
24.
34.
Yeah, 34.
So you're just looking through the crates and everything like that?
Kind of, yeah. I'm obviously not being.
Let's see
What's in here?
Yeah.
Valentine, no food.
But I'm looking into what I can without making a lot of scene or noise or whatever.
So you all had gone through the back door, if I had remember
Yes.
correctly. So you hear the front door open, and somebody comes in, and he says to the guards, "They should be here by now. Have you seen the Lord?" "No, Father, we haven't seen anybody." "Fine, I'm going to go work on my sermon." And you hear someone walking down the hallway. "Let me know as soon as somebody arrives." He goes to the door that's open.
Do I hear him approaching?
Yes.
I'm gonna. Can't.
Okay. He stops at the door and he yells, "You incompetence! You left it unlocked!" You hear the guards starting to protest. He's like, "I don't want to hear it. You Angelans are all blathering idiots. When you are under proper rule, then we will start having conversations." And he opens the door and he goes into the room.
Can I roll my streetwise to see if I can recognize his accent?
Sure. That's a very good use of streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
12.
It sounds Iberian to you.
Well, I know who it is now.
Well, you know it's an Iberian.
Yeah.
Yes. Iberian priest.
Still hiding.
You're still hiding.
Grayson's moving off to a corner.
Okay. In comes this figure. He's wearing a black cassock that goes almost all the way down to the floor. He has long hair that's curly, kind of frayed, graying, and he also has a long beard as well. And he goes over, he grabs the candle, and he pushes it. And you hear this as a panel of floor over in the corner right opposite you.
Very Scooby-Doo sound.
That would be hilarious.
That's what you were rolling for.
Yes, it was.
Oh man!
You almost fell down a lot.
Which would have been hilarious.
And he goes down the stairs. And when he goes down, you start hearing him saying, "She is the progeny of a bastard marriage. She is no more fit to be the queen than a whore in the brothels."
It's good thing I'm not there.
Yeah. Our Lord has made the Riemann Church the true voice of his glorious kingdom. And the only way, and you hear this fading off as the priest is walking down the stairs and into the whatever lies below.
Just prepping his speech,
Yeah, prepping his speech and
his sermon.
So the floor stays open, or does
no, it slides back into place as he must have triggered something. You can see, like, if you look down at the floorboards, you can see a light moving.
I'm gonna listen as long as I can listen, just kind of gauge how far down those steps go.
Not very far.
Okay.
It seems like
At
the
least
most-
a passage underneath.
at least 10 feet, 15 feet at the
Okay.
deepest.
So I could probably still just listen in onto.
But he moves
Out of
further
range.
away, like out of range. Like you can see as the light goes under the floorboards,
Mhm.
and then it hits the wall, and then it disappears.
So he's going underneath the main
Mhm.
area. Okay.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and transition back to our terrorizing trio. So you are at the Provenda. No, I'm sorry, the Tempe.
Tempe.
The Tempe.
Brother Benedict,
Yes.
I suggest you go explore this ship. And it'll be over here. And I point towards the Dominia. Come and find me when you have something to report.
What am I looking for?
Anything of use. If you find nothing, report that.
Anything of use. Okay.
I found a nice stick.
If that's what he reports, that's what I learn.
So I turn around, and Benedict walks onto the boat.
Do you want to roll stealth? Do you want to?
He wasn't told to be stealthy.
No, he
I
wasn't.
was told to go look around on this boat.
Okay.
Does it look alarming to me as I'm walking up to it? Does it look
looks-
scary?
Yeah,
Looks
For-
like a boat with people
foreboding.
Yeah. Looks like a boat with people talking foreign languages.
Are there tons of people there?
I mean, like, again, normal evening ship routines are being performed. So you see some people on deck.
I imagine if it's a ship in dock, you probably no more than 2 or 3 people.
Mm-hmm. And also there's the sound of a violin coming from the main deck.
Okay. So I walk onto the boat
Okay.
and I greet the people on the boat. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing tonight?
Lo siento, pero no hablamos inglés.
So I roll my language to see if I can understand anything they're saying at all. 15. No, 13.
Yeah, you understand that they said that they can't speak England.
Okay, waving my hands in their direction, and I turn around and I start to walk towards. As I'm standing on the boat, what do I see to my right, to my left?
Boat.
Jordan hasn't spent much time on big ships.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on a boat. Is there anything that I like the look of? Is there anything interesting?
You tell me.
Like so.
So you see the mast.
I see the mast.
You see the mast. You see the steering wheel. You see.
Do I see any doors? Do I see?
You do see like a not a cat. Well, I mean, there's a cabin under the front deck.
A loading hatch.
Yeah, but you see like a hatch where they would bring goods in and out of with winches and stuff like that.
Okay.
If you go towards the front, you would see the carvings on the front.
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk towards the door. I mean, I imagine
It smells horrible.
the door smells horrible.
Well, the ship smells horrible. Like if you're walking through the door, like the interior of the ship, wooden ships do not smell good.
Right. So did the guys threaten me at all? Did they come after me? Did they just...
Yeah, I mean they're not really happy that you're on the ship, and they're following and yelling at you in this foreign language.
Okay. So I turn around. Lord and Dock Master. That's all I say. Because they can't understand English. England.
They're not having it, and one reaches out to grab you, to pull you.
He's reaching for me. I push him back. Dock Master.
Yeah, it's very clear he does not understand. But they're definitely going to try and keep you from going any further into the ship.
How many guys are there?
3.
And what language was the name of the ship again? Was it Iberian?
Yeah. And I've been told to go find anything useful.
You find that there are people on the ship.
But there are people on all the ships. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily useful or just kind of...
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pushed him. How did he respond?
How strong did you push him? Like, are you like trying to?
No, I'm trying to...
Oh, he's
Ward
trying.
him off.
I'm
so-
trying to ward him off while explaining
Okay.
that I'm
okay.
there at the behest of the Lord and the Dock Master.
He's not happy with you.
Okay, I'm still trying
So-
to explain.
So like.
I mean, how not? is
so
he-
there. So you kind of push it at him some, and he like tries to grab your wrist to pull you, and another guy tries to get behind you to push you off the ship. Because you're just some random person who's walked on. You don't speak their language. You're definitely not where you're supposed to be.
But I am where I'm supposed to be because the Lord and the Dock Master both told me to be there. Are these guys literally trying to grapple me off of the ship?
Yes, they're trying to grab you by the arm to demonstrate with Mike. Sorry, Mike. They grab you like
Jordan, I
this.
didn't know you cared so much.
Buddy, we've had a long friendship. We've sat next to each other day in, day out for a long time. So, and then another one is trying to like push you from behind on your shoulders, and he's got to reach up a little bit. But you know, they're doing their best to try and get you off the ship.
Do they have anything on them? Do they? I mean, what do they look like? What are they carrying? They're just...
They have like they're wearing standard clothes, canvas pants and shirts, a belt like a rope belt tying their pants up. They're barefoot, missing a few teeth. They also, you can see like a couple of them have like knives that would be useful for like splicing rope together and
so
just-
short knives.
Yeah.
Like a
They're,
dagger.
it's not like they're coming after you.
So they're not
fully
being
on.
super threatening.
They're not being threatening in
Okay.
the sense of like a guard would be.
They're not being violent.
But they're trying to get you off the ship.
They're being forceful, not violent.
Using my language, I attempt to remember the word for captain
Okay.
in the language that they are speaking.
Even your dice don't want to help you out here, man.
It's not terrible.
9.
But
First thing that comes to your mind is Caesar.
Okay, so I am attempting to communicate,
Yeah.
and they're still not hearing it.
No.
Okay, so I let them take me back out
Okay.
off the
so
ship.
what's Valentine doing?
I was gonna say, yeah. What do I notice all this going on?
So where were you? What did you decide to do when you were?
Because I
George just
stopped
sent him
talking
on
to
the
you,
ship.
sent him on the ship, and walked away.
I just watched them walk. So I mean, are they still in my vicinity there? Did I see him get on that ship? And did I?
Sure,
see
if
stuff
you
and all
definitely
that?
saw
want
him
to.
get on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely saw him get on the ship, and then you saw Jorus Glave just go off.
I'm gonna kind of investigate the ship a little bit closer, see within a safe distance, and see if I can figure that anything that's going on with all that good jazz there.
You hear a commotion on the ship as somebody seems to be ejected.
And well, obviously there was a big language barrier there. Is there any way I could hear what they were trying to communicate to him?
Sure, go ahead and roll the language.
All right. Oh wait, no, wait,
No,
no,
that's your six.
no. I'm
That's
good.
your-
Okay.
That's your wild die.
So add another die.
Roll it.
All right. 12.
Okay. You can tell that they're basically saying you have no right to be here. You have no authority. We're going to talk to the dock master in the morning. We're going to tell our captain.
All the words I was trying to.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but shouting at them in your own language doesn't
No,
increase their.
no,
May-
definitely doesn't do anything.
May have just. I try to be a good guy and try to help Benedict.
So here's the question: are you feeling burned by the exchange that happened with Jorus? Or are you feeling a little relief? How do you feel about that?
See, I'm kind of like 50-50 about the whole thing. I'm kind of like, I may have just gotten a burden off my shoulders, but, I
Completely disrespected by Jordan.
Yeah, and
but I kind of led this guy down a path, he kind of followed me, and had I not promised him so much stuff, maybe he wouldn't be in this conundrum right now. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm going to attempt to talk the guys out of not doing anything to Brother Benedict
Okay.
here.
you have language.
I do.
Go ahead and roll. I want you to make 2 rolls. 1 language to talk to them, and 2 performance or charm or persuasion to go ahead and try and get them to understand what's going on.
Alright, I'll roll language first and I'll roll persuasion. 7.
So you're going to try, but you're going to stumble over your words. Your persuasion your target number is going to go up by. I was going to put it at like 15, but now it's going to be 18.
11, 14, 16, 18.
The gentleman.
I'm basically going to explain, kind of where Brother Benedict came from, and he really doesn't know anything about the outside world.
Okay. It's broken. It's a little mangled, but you're able to get the point across, and you're able to take him by the elbow and just lead him down the gangplank.
Like, come on, Brother Benedict, let's get out of here.
Okay. I follow him. Leaving the boat.
Cool. So we avoided a tragedy.
I was going to say, because we may not have had Brother Benedict by the end of this.
As we leave the boat, Brother Benedict was told to go find Jorus when he was done, so I go.
Well, brother, what did you find?
They wouldn't let me on there.
What did you say to them?
Told them that the Lord sent me and the dockmaster sent me, and they didn't understand me.
Do you know which language they were speaking?
Yes, it was Ibaran.
A barn, yeah.
Did you notice anything while you were on board at all?
The place stank.
No, that's to be expected. Very well. See if you can find those other 2 that disappeared. Your compatriots.
Where am I looking? Why are you the one telling me to do this, and what are you doing?
Me? I'm about to go talk to these gentlemen on this ship.
So where do I go to look for the people, and why am I doing it because you told me to?
You're doing it because how else are we supposed to find out where everybody is and what they are learning?
Go ahead and roll command.
Is that resisted, or is that...
Yeah, go ahead and...
Nope. I'm rolling wit,
Unless he
right?
rolls really bad. Nope.
Nope, 11.
Okay, so he doesn't like your blunt approach. I mean, he might like being promised things.
But I mean, here this guy. I don't know this guy. I mean, so far, yeah, he said if I get money, I can get girls. But in the end, he hasn't done anything for me. He's just he's kind of scary.
He did give you a piece of jerky.
Give me a piece of jerky, so I don't dislike him, but he's a scary looking dude, scary looking guy, and he's not my bread and butter.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break, and then when we come back, we'll figure out what's going on.
Hey, Mets, have you ever read Dragonlance?
Dragonlance, that sounds familiar.
Well, it was a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Yeah.
That they turned into a book.
Okay.
And here's the crazy part, though. Let me just pitch this to you, all right? The narrator of the book is actually unreliable. He's spinning us one story while trying to tell another, and you have to kind of piece together from contextual clues or missing information exactly what's going on. It's really, really deep and really, really cool.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It's about an annoying gnome.
So it's more like my life.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we have better novels than that to analyze on Alzabo's Soup, where we literally become our favorite authors by devouring portions of their brains.
Devouring brains, of course, means reading books. And over at Alzabo's Soup, we dive deep into some of our favorite novels, especially those by famed author Gene Wolfe.
If you're interested, please come check us out. We're online at alzabosoup.libsyn.com or on any of your favorite podcast hosting services.
I'm sorry if I offended any Dragonlance listeners.
No, you're not.
Listen, brother. I'm just trying to learn what everybody knows so we can get this problem resolved as quickly as possible.
Okay, so again, I don't know where they went. Where do I go to find them?
Search around the shipyards here. I don't know where they went either. If I knew where they went, I would send you directly there. I'm going to go talk to these gentlemen on this ship because you have pointed out that while you may recognize the language, you cannot communicate very well in it.
Okay, Brother Benedict at this point has probably found the first person that absolutely makes him angry. So Brother Benedict, because he's just angry, he's just going to turn around and walk away.
And I walk up to
Damiana.
whoever's guarding the gangplank.
Okay.
I just want to talk to them.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just confirming some items for the paperwork that seem to have been either mislabeled or such. Where exactly is your ship coming from again?
We're coming from Ataria,
Which port, may I ask?
Santa Sofia.
Sophia. Very good, very good. And your purpose for this visit?
We are merchants. We bring goods.
And you've submitted a full inventory, correct?
Of course.
Of course. Very well. Thank you very much. Your captain, I'm assuming he's already left ship, or is he on board?
Capitan Queada, he's on board.
Do you know if he is still aroused, or is he
Don't answer that question.
That's a
so
little bit
roused,
unpersonal.
I should say. Roused.
You mean awake?
Yes. Yes.
I would imagine so. I mean, he does have work to do.
Would you mind if I go and spoke to the captain? Just for a minute.
Go ahead and... Do you have persuasion?
Sort of.
Okay.
14.
He waffles a little bit, but he finally says, only a moment. What is your name?
Oh, the dock master sent me, Master Sedlow sent me to just confirm some paperwork, and I'd like to meet the captains. Don't mind me, I'm just a lowly servant.
All right. Well, I will go inform the captain
Thank you.
that you're here, and so he goes up to.
Pretty ominous for a lowly servant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So he goes up and leaves you alone.
I'll just walk up the gangplank, just standing right by the gangplank, looking around the ship.
Okay.
So I'm on the ship, though.
Okay, you're on the ship. You notice some rats. Remember, a lot of people have left the ship. You saw a lot of people leave the ship. So you see like a rat scurrying along. You see like one or two deckhands, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people on the ship.
Okay. Is there any evidence of what they may have been shipping?
You can't really tell from like you're over right by the thing. Again, if you walked over towards like the hold crate,
Yeah.
you might be able to
Yeah.
see something. But I can't really say one way or another just with you standing on the deck right by the gangplank.
I didn't know if they had anything like just sat on the deck or anything.
No,
that
I mean-
was still waiting to be loaded onto shore.
There are some spots that look a little darker than others, but that could have just been from any crates that along the time frame. So you're not 100% sure about that.
So, does the captain come to speak with me, or?
No, they seem to leave you on the deck for a rather long period of time.
Is there anybody else on the deck with me?
Not really. There's someone up in the rigging, but he's too far away to really pay attention to you.
I'm going to just walk over and take a peek down in the hold and
Okay.
see what I can see.
You do see a couple barrels. That it looks like they're trying to keep the area right underneath the.
Well, usually, yeah.
Yeah, but you do see some barrels towards, like if you look like diagonally, you do see
Can I tell what type of barrels?
well-made wooden barrels.
I mean, they don't look like water casks or,
They do look watertight,
well,
but
you know,
they're
different barrels for different things.
they're
so.
large. They're about this tall. I'm holding my hand about 2 feet off the table, so from the ground to where my hand is.
Okay.
We'll say they're about 4 feet tall, and they're rather large barrels.
Okay.
Like you couldn't put your arms around them, but there's quite a few of them in there.
Alright, so they're not something that's meant to be carried out on a regular basis.
No,
They're purely shipping.
this is something that would probably be shipped.
Probably oil or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright. Go back over gangplank and just wait a few more minutes to see, maybe a couple minutes to see if the captain comes out.
No captain, but you can tell that the main deck has actually. You're on the main deck, and then there's the race part where the poop is. Yeah. I love the terms that they use for boats. Forecastle poop. So you can tell that the crewman had opened a door right next to the ladder going up the poop to go in to talk to the captain.
The captain's cabin.
Captain, yeah.
Is the door still open?
No, the door's closed.
Okay. Then I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to see if I can get any more information. But if they submitted a docket, then I'm going to go. Next step is go talk to the yard master.
Okay. We're going to leave that for right now. And we're going to go ahead and go back to these two, being Demetrius and Digby.
All right. Digby, Grayson, is going to exit the room. He's
Okay.
not going to follow going down the rabbit hole. He exits the room. As he exits, guards nearby.
It looks like the two that were coming towards the room when you were going in are now going up another row. They're going away from you.
Okay.
And
so,
the one who was going away from you is now coming towards you, and he's about a quarter of the way down towards the room.
but he's like walking straight towards
Yeah.
the room. I mean, he's going to wait till he's...
Okay, so it
He's
takes
gone.
a little while. You had snuck over. What did you do again?
I
What had
did
you
not
do?
go in the room.
You did not go into the room.
I was looking through what I could.
Okay.
Should I roll my sneak again?
Sure. 9.
19.
You're being stealthy. You're able to move pretty quietly.
Sweet.
What are you looking for specifically?
I don't know, something that could be possibly ritualistic or any kind of machinery looking stuff. Just anything that pertains to what our goal is.
Okay.
15.
Any pips?
No.
Okay. You don't see anything that looks like it would be useful. There's no spots cleared away for like the manufacturing or something. And if there's anything, it might be in one of the sealed crates.
Okay. Seeing as I just saw the guy go into that office, I'm not gonna go over there because he could come back out at any
Well,
moment.
As far as you know, he's
That's-
in there.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's still inside that room.
Right.
I am going to keep an eye out for Digby.
Yeah, good luck with it. So you're still in the room?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that guard to pass.
Okay, he's past you.
All right, because he's going to come out and try and shut the door and lock it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Stealth roll?
You were already stealth magically, weren't you? And you were invisible.
Well,
yeah.
he's trying to
Just
lock
trying to
the
be
door
quiet.
stealthily.
So you're trying to lock the door stealthily. Is that what you're trying to do? That sounds fair. I was thinking it would be more of like a lock picking thing to try and do it quietly, but whichever one is better for you in terms of dice.
Well, definitely the stealth roll.
You get to bonus 5 for
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's still not that bad. 21.
21. Yeah, you lock the doors. You gotta again remember that the hinges are a little squeaky, but you're able to get it closed.
Okay. And I'm gonna work my way back to.
The door that you guys had come in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your partner is gone. So you can look around for him or return to visibility.
I'm gonna look around for him.
Okay.
While invisible.
Go ahead and roll search.
12.
He's on one of the roads that the guards are not going up and down.
That's good.
But but you do find him.
Are there any guards between us and the door?
Which door? The front door or the back door?
The back door.
Not at this point.
Not at this point. So I won't. If he's in one of the rows, I'm going to scoot around the edge where I'm not visible by him.
Mm-hmm.
Come back into visibility, and then peer around and be like, "Hey, let's go."
Okay.
I go. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not finding anything.
And then I want to slip back out the back door.
You guys are so cautious as a group. You.
Well, yeah.
And you. Not these two. they don't find anything anyway, but
We're used to smuggling together.
yeah,
so.
I know. Okay, so you guys going to have a little conference? Are you going to do it in the warehouse? You're going to
No.
get outside?
Not outside.
Sit here and talk for a while.
Don't mind us. We're just having a conversation.
We're talking about your nefarious plans.
So as we're exiting, I want to find out if there is a place we can sort of hide out near the front entrance of the warehouse.
Okay.
So we can see when people arrive.
And that's where I'm going to relay the information. It's like this is where the meeting is going down.
Okay.
So when I went into the secret room, it's talking about others arriving.
Secret room.
That room that was locked,
Yeah.
that became unlocked.
Okay. I saw him go in there. I noticed that you were in there. You didn't close the door behind you. It's a mistake.
No, because if they locked it, I would be stuck in there. There was no windows.
That's true. Either way, they got blamed for it, not you. So
Yeah,
good
they're
going.
gonna get blamed for locking that guy in there too.
Yeah, they are. That's funny you did that.
All right, so you find a place to camp out, and remember this warehouse is like behind another warehouse, so it's pretty easy to like find like a little alcove that you can duck into, like a little shed of some sort built along the side of the other one.
Any better idea? Why don't you go try and find everybody else and tell them that this is where the meeting is going down, so that when the meeting goes down, we have more muscle and firepower to actually do something about it.
On it.
Okay.
Heads off towards the house where
You need to hurry
Yeah.
because timing is everything.
Way to use somebody else's catchphrase.
I'll give you a point for that.
Gave Jeremy a point for my catchphrase.
Because it was entertaining.
Sorry, Jeff, I had to.
Demetrius is going to find the other three, Jorus, Valentine, and Brother Benedict.
Well, at the moment, I'm not sneaking because I was openly talking to people.
Right. But are you?
I'm just walking. I'm walking towards the dockmaster's office.
And you two, where are you?
I was just kind of standing at the docks, just kind of leaning,
So you saw me go talk to them brazenly. And...
cooling off because
I'm-
well,
I was gonna go over to Brother Benedict, kind of tell him, hey, what happened over there between you two?
Oh, you want to have a little bit of a chat?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
that man.
Oh, really?
You ruined
What
my-
about him?
Broke my heart.
You sound quite upset here.
He is the most frustrating man.
A real pain in the butt, huh?
Yes, a real pain in the butt.
Well, what did he say to you?
You know, I couldn't follow a single thing. He wanted me to go wander around the docks and the warehouses without any idea of where to go.
Well, he doesn't really sound like a swell guy to me.
This is correct. Not a swell guy.
Well, brother Benedict, I know I haven't been the most promising individual, but I would at least like to think that I led you on a better path than he did.
I would definitely agree with that. There was at least a chance for girls and food more than beef jerky.
Beef jerky? What a cheap wad that guy is.
You're telling me.
Beef jerky. Ugh. Tell you, he puts the jerk in jerky, doesn't he?
He sure does.
So at this point, how do you feel about your good old buddy Valentine?
I mean, I can't say that I am a real good judge of character.
I never said you were. I'm just asking how you feel.
And then, he's chummy. I like chummy because I don't have many friends.
I'm not sure.
And he's still, I still like him. I can't say that I trust him 100%, but I like him, and I think I'm willing to stick around with him for a while.
Cool. We'll say that Demetrius walks up to this point.
All right, muscles, guns, let's go.
All right then. Words.
Timing is everything. Let's go.
Way to get it back to.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so you're walking towards the dockmaster's office. So you want to go over their paperwork? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to look over their inventory, and I also just want to ask. Let's say, okay, so this is all related to Lord Dincham.
Mm-hmm.
He has a warehouse here, correct?
That's right.
Can you direct me towards that warehouse?
Yeah, it's Dock 3, and then 2 warehouses back.
All right, thank you. Does anything stand out on the inventory at all?
No, I mean, they were mostly bringing bottles of wine.
Okay.
Mostly bottles of wine. But there was also some, most of it was, in boxes. Everything that they brought up was in boxes.
Well, I mean, on the inventory list of what they were importing.
Of what they were bringing in?
Yeah.
They weren't bringing anything in. It was just a drop-off. They were going to purchase some cloth and stuff like that, but they weren't taking
They weren't dropping anything off?
Well, they dropped off the wine.
Well, okay.
But they didn't... The inventory... Their trip back was actually fairly light for a ship of their size.
I thank him for showing me the manifest, and...
Yeah, it was mostly, textiles and cloth and stuff like that. It wasn't to...
Just following a hunch, that's all.
Okay.
So, then I head back toward the Dincham warehouse to see if I can see anything there.
Okay.
Once I get off the dock
Mm-hmm.
portion, I do start going back in the shadows more.
You see someone leaving La Damiana and coming off the ship, and it's a man dressed more finely than what they had before. It's like you hear him saying something about they're not going to be able to make it tonight. They have to take apart a clock.
And that was in Dock 3, which is where I had to go anyways to go back. So, Alright, so I'm going to follow him.
Okay.
Actually.
Hey, he goes straight up to the door of
Dincham.
Denton's warehouse and he goes right in.
Whoa.
Okay, so they see him going in.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's back there at this point?
They should all be back there by that point.
Yeah, I would say that they
Because they were all right there at Dock 3.
No, we're just chilling out in front of...
You're in a side shed.
Okay.
I would have cautioned you guys that we are sneaking.
The-
We are being cautious here. We're trying to catch them before they do anything.
Okay.
As I see this guy coming up, kind of say, let's take this guy out before he goes in.
Okay.
Go get them.
Fetch.
Fetch, monk, fetch!
You're the fighter, right?
Yeah.
Can you fight this guy?
I mean...
Please?
Yes. What does he look like?
He's dressed rather nicely.
Looks like a lord.
Yeah, he's
Please take him out.
Well, he's dressed like a captain would be.
Okay.
He has nicer clothes than a regular sailor. It looks more like a uniform, like a business suit type of deal.
And please try to be quiet.
He's kind of pudgy. Not a very.
I said try.
Not a very athletic
Please.
person.
Oh, so he's gonna.
So
he's walking towards the door.
yes, and he's past your shed.
Okay, I am going to walk up to him and club him in the back of the head.
Grayson is going to look at Montecute as he loads his crossbow and then steps out.
Okay.
Well, since I'm tailing this guy, I'm assuming I see them coming out of the shed.
Yes.
17, 20, 22, 23 is my...
25.
I hit him.
You knocked him senseless.
Okay.
At least you think you knocked him senseless. That blow is actually pretty mortal.
You might have killed the guy.
Depending on his strength.
That was just a hit, right?
Well, he was like right. It was point blank, so it was like he wasn't going to fail to hit
I walked
him.
up to the guy and go, I'm just clubbing him in the back of the head with my staff.
Yeah.
But he didn't roll the damage.
This is
That's
just the hit roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
So you
'Cause
hit
that's
him
different
exactly
dice.
where you wanted to hit him. Exactly
So
where
you're-
you
Is it the same?
It's 5d plus 2, is that?
My goodness.
Okay, bad roll.
Yeah,
Come on,
don't
one of the
kill
wild.
him.
One of the... Okay. 6, 9, 12, 13, 15,
19,
17.
17. I rolled a 7. So
It's 10, incapacitated.
Yeah, he's incapacitated.
All right.
It's not bad.
No.
That's exactly where you wanted him. It's exactly where you wanted him.
Okay, so you clock him on the back of his head, and he just like groans and just crumples down to the ground.
Drag him into the shed.
Drag him in his
I follow him into the shed.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen.
Finally,
what
this
have you
guy
found?
shows up.
And Grayson is ignoring
Oh, I'm ignoring you too.
is ignoring Glave, Mr. Glave.
I
And
look to them and say, "Thank you for finding them."
And he's going to just rest the edge of his crossbow on the thigh of the guy. It's like when he wakes up, he will give us answers.
All right. Pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and call it a wrap at that point. Thank you so much for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, Mike, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook and Google+. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.